Hello YouTube, welcome and all and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. There's new stuff everywhere. Tears of Mercy. Yeah, we're still doing side quests because we're not done yet. We do have, well, there's a will. You're this way. In the medical area. We've done all the hunts. They are all done. We are fully equipped. Ability sets. Tired of having to manually adjust your iconic... I could do that. But anyway. We are fully equipped to the... with awesome stuff.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed.
Oh, yes.
And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
She has a point.
Oh, indeed.
Ah! It's a... Yes, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Just something else for the display. Cool! She's there. Right. Journal. Right, in that case... Oh, hello. Oh yeah, there's where there's a will. Let's just read. No items.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
Well, it has been, like...
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
Yeah, there's some understandable
I
reasons.
merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady.
Perhaps you could explain a little more. What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress.
I mean, there's
but with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Time to hunt a griffin. Okay. Well, I'm going to go here to the Gilder's Path, because that's the nearest. Let's go forth and conquer.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
First things first, let's pick up this. Desert roses. Not sure I really need any, but it's fine. Ah, there he is.
There it is.
For House Rosfield.
Oh! Hello! No, you don't! Oh, wrong button. Always do that! Get out. And that's the wrong button as well. I really should change them. I'm pressing them so. There we go. Get out. I think you could do one of those as it is. Oh, hello. Oh! That is annoying. Like, the very natural course of the battle takes him out of the thing and he just gets full health. That should never happen.
Nice try. Too slow.
Yeah, look at him! Look at him! Look at what he's doing! He is literally going out of the... Oh my god! This is annoying. It's not just the fact that he goes away, he's like full heals as well. And I'm not being hit because of it, because I can't do what I usually do, which is like dodge and move reacts. And it's like, nope, you can't, because you'll end up stopping the battle and you'll heal. Because we didn't think of
Nice try.
we did not think at all of if you're going to do that, do what you do with the bounties, which is give us a boundary. Oh, Kingslayer, hello. Now you know. This again. I've lost so many fucking potions because of that bloody... That is frustrating as hell, but this should... There we go, kill it. Only 609 experience. 2 hearthstones, very nice.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
I mean, it says it's hearthstone, and you know, obviously, you know, there's nothing on the thing to say it is. Just, you know, the UI telling me it is, so, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Awesome. Now, I doubt the sword is going to be... Well, it's not a sword, it'd be an item. It's probably going to be on the display.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion, and the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And
Brave
thank
woman.
the founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Founder's Grasp. Health goes up by a fair bit, but defense goes down by a bit. I think the defense is better.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Well, off to Rosaria we go. Oh, that's some Akashic.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Father is truly capable of. And perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Go. Get absolutely little to no experience, but it's fine. Right, so... yeah, we go down here. Oh, I'll have to stock up potions in it. Ooh. There we go. Down here.
It's just back there.
There it is.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
I mean, you were like 10, 12. You weren't exactly,
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself.
mm-hmm.
Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
What's going on? Oh, hello.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Quest complete. Wonderful. Well, at 8,000 experience. And another monument in Clive's display. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Okay, so... let's go and just check all these now. It's getting actually pretty full. Veil signboard. Bride's Kiss. Clay Heart signboard. Rusted Battle Helm, which is model airship. Trinity Accord. Stolus Quill. Skull's Bonnet. Winter's Mead. Medicine Chest. And Shard. Not much left. Holy. Hold again. That which conquers all. This is just them saying how well everything's going and all that. New day. Just doing this again with them. Anyone can pause if they want to read it. Wings of Fate. Oh, cool. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavily on her heart. We would be poor friends if we were not to seek to lighten that burden, even if only for a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak to you with this in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him. Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us.
Yeah.
To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her.
Jill is of vital
that?
importance.
When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
I can
It
imagine.
seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left.
That's a good point.
What would you do without me, Clive?
Assume there were bandits everywhere. That's what Clyde would do. He would assume there were... He would be assuming there were bandits everywhere. Because usually there is bandits everywhere.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
Oh.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Poor Clive. He just wants to do something nice for Jill. Now that he's been, told that Jill is...
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Let's hope in...
Say what you will, Lady Karen Sears. That should tide us over until the new moon.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure that this place wasn't as vibrant with plant life. I mean, down here was.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Oh. Time to go back and look.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Okay, we're gonna travel again. Yeah, I was about to say, it's through the town and left.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Doesn't seem as tense now, this place. So obviously the problem's been solved. Can we leave here? No, I don't think we could. I think I tried last time and there was not actually a
I
way
haven't
out
seen
there.
any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
I will.
Okay, let's go. You are not worth the XP, the time it takes to kill you, so you shall be sad.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Let's go to the coastline. Oh, hello.
Have care. Look, Mother. You see them?
I do. The flowers and our friends.
There we go. Got it. Oh. What's
What do
here?
you see, boy?
Oh, a Minotaur.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Get out. Go, and then we just hit him with a wombo combo. 2,000. Not bad if I say so myself. Get out.
Stay down.
You should be it. Enemy slain. Wonderful. What do we get? 2,200 XP. Not bad. Minotaur main.
That was harder than I expected.
Well, we didn't expect a Minotaur, so...
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Also, we're taking some and presenting them to Jill. That's nice.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
That is true. However, I think, especially with Jill being where she is... That's the thing. Clive, you need to really tidy your bed up. I mean, you have a lady staying with you now.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or... tried to.
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court.
Oh, well.
They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Well, no. These sort of situations, they don't.
A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
says Torgal. Best boy.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the Tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Aww.
And you have. Again and again.
Ah, the lovely couple.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know.
I'd probably said it's still the hideaway, but with a nicer bed. Clive, you really need to get a better bed.
Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins.
Oh.
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
I mean, we have the Enterprise.
That's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Oh. Look away, children.
I never was much good at garlands. But it'll have to do.
It's still pretty.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Aww. Now, off to, what is potentially certain death. To save the world. Well, that's a new side mission shows up.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
That'll be
Right.
fine.
There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Quest complete. Oh, another 8,000. Shiva's Kiss. Ooh. Diamond does cool down by 7.5 seconds. The question is, what would I replace it with? Jill and Clive Hardy remain with him until departing for Origin. New questline. Echoes of the Fallen is now available for speaking to Kieran at the start. There we go. The Rising Tide. There we go. The DLC is now available. Yeah. The Rising Tide and there. And I was just moving the map. Equipment. What level are we at? Level 49. Yeah, I think I've done enough with the XP boost. Having Diamond Dust, which is a pretty powerful... first, actually no, we can actually go to the hideaway to Lady Kieran and start the 2 quest lines, and also
it's a dangerous world out there.
Yes, it is. I need 5 potions.
You're rubbing me blind,
and a high potion. Thank you very much.
You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel. And how were you going to carry all
sufficient
that?
Space.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not still alive, are you? Go on then.
I want to sell some things.
Do us proud. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
No, we're not selling those. Not selling those. We're once again selling a bunch of these. 300 of you.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
200 of you. Actually, 250 of you.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
200 of you.
You got out else?
300 of sharp fangs. Oh, too far.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
200 of you. Oh, went too far again.
I reckon I can find a buyer. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much Clive.
Echoes of the Fallen. That was this
Is
is the
something
first
the matter, Karen?
DLC.
You seem perturbed.
Do I know? How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal.
But not a normal crystal.
I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well, that makes 2 of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
Okay.
I see. And they can be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods.
I mean, considering the fact that there's a
after
crystal
asking
shortage.
the right people the right questions and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
That's not ominous at all. Meanwhile, in the Temple of... in the Legion of Doom... Imperial fringes.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies.
Uh-oh.
What did you two do now?
Oh dear. You've gone and done something really bad.
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you.
It's not that dark.
Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? Oh, all that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
Oh dear.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Echoes of the fallen. Oh! Might as well do this DLC. Since this was the first one that was released.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since.
She does have a point there.
Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Probably.
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
There's another
that
crystal.
You missed one. Aye. That were my thinking, any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this, too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Echoes of the Fallen. Quest accepted. Have even a different... Crystal Darkly. Chasing the Echoes. Quest destinations. The Echoes of the Fallen indicating when... after accepting the quest, objective displayed to the do list on the right hand of the screen. Well, these are temporarily we choose. If you want to restore the main... nah, it's fine. We want to do the main... We want to do this... We want to do the DLC!
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Aye. is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either?
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice, and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
Okay.
There you are.
What have we got?
I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
We don't know.
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so.
And the crystals
it
are the
seems
remnants.
only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded Arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Hey, the gang's all together. How long have I been going? Just for a quick check. Literally the hour mark. Move. Almost. Give or take a few seconds. Right. Make for Port Isolde. Nope.
Samuel, slow down! Not bloody likely!
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
I think they're the guys that were selling the... You have reached a pivotal moment in Echoes of Fall. If you continue, you will not be able to return. Proceed? Yes.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry. We've been away for a while. What's been going on?
Alright, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I'd put a few gil on it.
Yeah.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood.
Oh, we're
We'll be careful.
We perfectly know that.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
I'm gonna go. They are. There we go. It's only 400 XP. Oh, hello! That'll be it.
Fine display, brother.
Five kill. Absolutely useless. Some Akashic Chocobos.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
To me, Blades!
Go 200 XP. So the question is, have they run into something that potentially could kill them? Or are they just out of steam?
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No.
Where are they?
I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something.
Oh, yeah. 3 guys in hoods.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals or your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Oh, great. I mean, that place is full of sunshine and rainbows.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
I doubt they're going to be dead. I don't want to fight any of those, because, again, the XP is not worth the...
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to. They're here somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Hey there, buddy.
Hand over those crystals.
Wrong people.
You did not come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
You're right. Let's focus on finding the traders.
I'll be taking out of our way and the rest. Stick 'em
Well, you know, the problem is they're around all the buildings. Go, and last but not least. Jill seems to be doing okay. There we go. Ooh, 4,000 XP. I mean, I know we're not supposed to be fighting everyone, but the XP is definitely...
You lot took a wrong turn. Bad luck.
Last time I checked, there isn't a Lord's Walk field, so I don't know who the hell you're talking about, buddy. Where would they be hiding? Very good question. I would imagine in one of the houses, if possible.
We got
That is... Yeah, I was about to say, that looks like somewhere they'd be hiding.
Don't think I can go on. Chief, maybe. All right, this should be far enough.
Hello there, sirs. We would like to see where...
Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
There you
Over
are.
here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Don't use this as a distraction to get away.
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
Yeah.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog!
Aha, you keep telling yourself that, buddy.
It's over! I'm finished!
Hold on. You. There we go. No more. You. There we go. Oh, that was one hell of a kernel. Definitely. Ooh, are we leveled up? Have we yet? We have! We are now level 50.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
I was about to say, is there fast
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his mop.
Then why am I not amused?
They're not engaging the friggin' plan.
You're finished!
Not engaging the flan. They are take too long, and we're still getting experience. So level 50 is not the cap.
Careful.
What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace. They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass on them.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to fight these guys. Now you know, leave you alone.
All right, lads. I think we finally lost them.
Then think again.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think you guys are good swimmers, so this is a dead end for you.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight?
Are they getting worse?
Oh.
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
No, very new indeed.
That's impossible. Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sot!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Oh dear. You've been caught in a lie.
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Well...
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
The tower.
This shouldn't take too long.
Ruda!
Ow. Get out. Whole bunch of Akashic stuff here. Uh-oh. Running straight into that thing is not a good idea. However... Yes. we go. Enemies are slain. How much XP do we get? Enough to move it by a pixel. By a pixel.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
However, we know where they are going.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home? And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours? What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean... The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
It's going to be the last thing we do.
The lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
Yeah, but it means there's something there. You idiot. You absolute idiot. It means that there's something there and it's been activated or woken or whatever.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labelled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Well, in that case, there's a fast travel. By the way, let's have a look at how Eastpool's doing. Actually not looking too bad. Still 1 or 2 holes in walls and all that. Ooh. Treasure chest. This will have absolutely nothing of use. Yep, it has absolutely nothing of use. It's getting there, I suppose. It's a hot bit of a bodge job of the repairs at the moment, but you know, they've got plenty of stone, they've got plenty of tools and equipment.
Shouldn't we at least have warned them?
I'm sure they're fine. Those 3 idiots. Well, if they're not fine, it's only their own fault.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right. They're even uglier up close.
Reason why we don't use magic?
You're right.
We'll manage.
This is a bit tough now. I was kind of relying on my It's been a while since I was last here, and actual story-wise. So, why are we not using magic? Is there a reason? I'm not 100% sure.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
What?
Well, so much for being tight. Sealed up tight.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'd say that's a reasonable conclusion. The only way is up. Oh, the towers are now shown on the map as well. Well, let's go do this. The Sage Spire. My, is this an impressive structure?
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
We're gonna fight another blooming iron golem, aren't we? We're gonna fight another one of those big ass dudes. It's fine.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I think my powers have returned. You?
The same. There's ether here. An abundance of it.
There's some more. We're gonna deal with it. There we go. Keep it down. 7,000 experience. What did I do? For chests and that. No, there's another fight. Now, welcome Torgal. Ah, chest. Escapement belt. Oh, escapement bits. Just his ability to cool down time and restores a small amount of HP regain gauge following precision dodge. Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodged. Oh, that combos with that. And I do dodge a lot. You know what? Half-Flame. Some opponents will cast a spell Half-Flame to summon the magical spheres that project nearby ally, dealing damage and any comes in contact. Enemies accompanied by Half-Flame can be identified by the level count. The sphere can be dispelled by attacking it, but be warned, melee strikes and the sphere will deal decline damage, so ranged spells are many.
More goblins. So now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been hiding here?
Get up here. Oh, yeah. The auto aim does not really. The lock-on doesn't help when in these situations where you want to like target the wrong thing. You have to constantly go. Ah, new enemy. Oh! Oh, you're a big one! Get out. You know what, we're just gonna do this. Yeah, it's not the best, not the most efficient use of all my abilities, but it's fine. That's still nice. Ooh, 15,000 experience? I don't mind if I do. Oh, we found the crystal.
Dusk crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Actually, I think this is the reason they don't have a mother crystal, which is why they are which is why they are different.
Oh, fuck me! We coming, me!
I know that voice. Come on.
Why on earth would you ever fucking think that not like coming back here wasn't a bad idea? Oh, great.
Well, look who it is.
Oh, you're new. That thing sticking out of you looks painful.
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
Oh, so there is technically a mother
What is it
crystal.
talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things.
That's like you idiots. Oh,
Chief!
I mean, it was eventually gonna happen.
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now!
Well, time for a big bad boss.
Will they run away? We do the fighting.
Sulma. Boy! Jesus!
Made it angry.
Friable to the side of the head with gas.
Oh yeah, the combination of the cooldown and the extra attack is really... Look at the cooldown! Look how much I'm... Look how quickly that cooldown is. Ow. Ow.
Too slow. Nice try.
Okay, now we go ham. Okay, so 3 cycles probably. Maybe not. 79,000 damage. Fulmination.
Too slow. Nice try.
Ow.
Guess we're all ready. Too slow.
Jesus!
Nice try.
You know. Awesome cat. Get out. You know. this again. Yeah, he's done. He's done. We're gonna definitely kill him out of this. Damage! Got it. Sigma defeated. 5,500 XP. Not bad. Living tissue used in crafting. And fallen enforcer. We have a new weapon. Question is this as good as a weapon we crafted?
Security Sentinel 503 offline.
Wait.
Initiating emergency call relocation protocol.
Wait.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a mother crystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you.
Oh, shut up.
Allow me to apologise for earlier.
Just shut up.
That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
No.
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, mother crystal.
Yeah.
Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
Why they're inferior, though?
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No.
No. It cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Yes.
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
We're gonna destroy the mother crystal.
What about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt?
You can go back to Martha's.
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
You guys can leave now. We're off to kill a crystal.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed.
Knowledge now lost.
Which way's the dead end? Hold on. Okay. So, when Ultimus summoned the giant crystal thing, it set this off. They woke this place up and it set it off into overdrive. Oh, it doesn't matter which way we go. Okay. Never mind then.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
then there'll be a lift.
Scan you shall we?
Onward and upward.
Lowering. Checking and see if there's not a chest else around here. By the way, 500 and whatever number means there's more than 500 of those things in this place. I'm just gonna point that out. I'm not fighting 500 of those things, please. Thank you.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie.
Oh,
but why here?
They've caged up a chocobo. How dare they? Some of them are going to get out, aren't they? And they're going to be a caching. I almost know this. And Fallen Bell. That's another. Gives me more defense. You know what? I've been saying more defense is better than HP, so. Yeah, some of them are gonna break out.
How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Wait, they're still alive.
But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
Stay down.
Now, don't you dare block me from using my abilities. Dare.
It's over.
Get out of here.
If they built this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here?
Because it's not just to build crystals. It's where they did all their experiments. It's where they would. Yeah, because it's the Tower of Sages. Like, it would be experiments and. You want to go that way, so let's go here. Potion, there you go. Nice. Nothing else.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens? So they were turning living creatures into crystals?
Oh, that's why it's wrong. Oh, I was wrong. It's fine. Oh my Get out. Yeah. Ow.
Too slow.
There we go. Let's kill you now. I think this should kill you, actually. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, goblins.
I doubt some of the creatures in these cages have been here in Valisthea for 1,000 years.
Well, here's to 1,000 more.
Ow. Did you hit this? There we go. Get out. Oh, that's nice. Oh, well. I have no time for this. I'm using my icon. I'm using my prime to actually heal. Ooh, chest. Nourishment bits. Increase HP regen for potential when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regain. Gosh. No, I think I'm happy with what I got. You're gonna have to give me something that does more than the Berserk Ring, basically. That does the Berserk Ring, but more. Oh! Well, this is unfair. You have jetpacks. That's not nice.
Of course they built more than one.
Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
Oh, that was a good hit. Ow. Well, I actually...
Too slow.
God's sake, the timings, I'm not getting the timings right now. Oh, God.
That's better.
Get out. Oh, for God's sake.
Nice try.
Sake! I am terrible at this fight!
For you, brother.
Thanks for the heal. Okay. Get it. Let's try and deal as much damage as possible. More Bowser! Not bad.
Too slow.
Ow. Still, not most like cooldowns. But
Too slow.
come on, buddy. Come on. Ow.
Too slow.
Get out. Here we got him though.
Nice try. It's over.
Got him. Oof. I messed that fight up so badly. So 5,000 XP, we're nearly halfway to level 51. And we got Bombardment Bit, increased damage dealt by using aerial attacks by 20%, also increases maximum number of stomps from 2 to 3, or 6 if ability is mastered. Huh. Think I've mastered that ability?
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
Well, over 500.
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
That is very true. Also, they did say Sentinel 500 and odd, so... Ah, another lift. Now we got a single potion back. A single potion. I mean, I do have my elixirs, which are, you know, panic button.
This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us.
I mean, that would be the most...
There's an entire fleet.
Oh.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
I mean, it looks like...
It will want to see this.
Well, We have but just one choice. The road ahead of us. Oh, we are really high up. Huh! And there's the remains of Phoenix Gate. You can't go that way, so we have but one choice to go this way. And I'm not surprised, like, the flying monsters have made a home here.
Too slow.
Oh, where's the magic one? Note to self, there's a chest there. Oh, we picked up a potion! Sweet.
I needed that.
Need to use that potion. 5,000 experience as well. Fallen bracelets. I mean, the 2 HP is not really anything, really. The defense is much more valuable. Oh, there's Rosaria. Oh, what's the capital called again? Can see almost the entirety of everything. Also, where's... I'll admit, I'm pretty impressed. This is well done.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Let's show them what we're capable of.
Get over here. Something hit me. I don't know what, but something did hit me. No, you are not affected by that.
It's over.
Oh, new enemies. Ow. Get out. You know what? We're gonna do this because we are getting you the hell out and we can deal with everyone else. Also, these guys are dropping potions and items. Ow. Ow. Oh, my God. Get out. And down you're down. 9,000 damage, and you are dead. And you gave me a potion. And another potion. We're back up to full. That's a thing. I haven't checked the sword. Yes, it is better. So why would I not equip it? Disengaging bit. Okay, indicates precise parry timing by temporarily changing the color of target's display name, increases slowdown following a successful parry by 20%. I'm not good enough to use that, so it's fine. Ah, we've got another boss here.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
Oh, what a use!
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others. How is that even possible? Better not to think about it. Nice try.
Get out.
Follow the ether, guys.
Right.
Stop teleporting!
Now, well done, Tom.
Right, okay, let's try and unleash as much damage as possible. Not bad. I'll move that again. Ow! Stop it. Not Doom yet.
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh my word. think I've got this guy though. Yeah, I'm not getting the time right, so it's best if I just avoid the attacks.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
I'll move that again.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Got him down. Let's finish this. Got him. 68,000 and Angramino slain. For 6,000 XP.
Neural link lost. Re-establishing connection.
God damn it, no, he's dead.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
Oh,
it seems we've made an impression.
Great. Now
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Yeah, don't say it.
Forgive me, brother. They may not.
Primary firewalls breached. Code orange. Bypassing safety protocols. Research staff are to proceed to the nearest flight zone immediately.
Yeah, it's gone into full red alert now. Well, I'm not looking forward to whatever the next boss is. Dear God. The upper ring.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Oh, this is just not pretty. Yeah, I think this is one of the things that you need to die. Oh, goblins! No, not you. You. Stop going out there.
It's over.
Okay, what next? By the way, I do not like that vodka to full strength potions. Sailment bits. Increases the rate at which damage multiplier rises when enemies are staggered, as well as increase multiplier maximum to 200%. Battle technique double impact is earned upon attaining the multiplayer maximum. I do go all in on the wombo combo, so why not?
Fire and flame!
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Make this as well?
Oh.
Or is it some sort of corruption? I don't know, but wouldn't you say it looks oddly familiar?
Oh, great. Oh, you're a big boy. Hi.
Born over 1,500 years ago. Yes.
Ow.
That's better.
Oh my word, that's fast. Get out.
Nice try.
Oh, wrong button.
Too slow. Nice try.
Damage, I think. Putting that.
Too slow.
That was a swing and a miss by you, Mr. Gold. Get out.
Nice try.
You know? Got him. I think I can hit 100,000. Ignores the limits breaks induced enhancements when increasing HP regen during limits break by 50%. Also, if fatal damage is taken while the limit gauge is full, the limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO except under special circumstances, such as being in the Deadlands.
Scanning facility for contaminants.
This is just getting...
Initializing emergency subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492% when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
So, the crystals weren't supposed to be used, i.e. separate. They were supposed to be implanted into like a host or something, from what I can tell. From the gathering. Potion. Now, don't do that. God damn it. Those things. Get up here. I know they're any approaches, but I need that thing dead. Oh, goblins! You know what? No, you get this.
If all of this truly was the work of the Fallen,
then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
No wonder Ultima struck them down.
Potion, thank you very much. We'll fall on everything. There's a chest. One Mount 6 string, which I think is the music we've been hearing now. Oh, I think this is a boss arena. Oh no, these guys.
They built an army.
Get down. You know what? No. But enough of this. No. Stop locking on to the things that aren't really a threat. Get out.
Too slow.
heal up. Got it.
Secondary and tertiary firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close.
Go up to full health. Now we get on the lift and boss time, I presume.
Authentication routines 3, 2, 8 disabled.
There. Now's our chance.
So the question is, do we get to go into Ifrit mode and do a boss fight, or is it just a normal boss fight? That is our question.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system?
Weapon.
I have a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Oh, I think I know what's here. Hi, Omega Weapon! Oh! Oh no, it looks like the battle tank from Final Fantasy VIII. One at the beginning of the game.
Core containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Now, is it? Have I called it right?
And if we want it...
If we want it, all we have to do is kill an icon.
Safety routines disabled. Weapons armed. Stand clear.
So. Yeah, it's Omega Weapon.
Nice try. Too slow.
Oh, for God's sake. Could you stop?
I needed that.
Could you just stop just like bouncing around the map? Get out. Back. Fires off his laser beams. No, he doesn't. Ow. Oh no, enemy cool down. Hello.
Slow.
No, you don't. Got you down. Now, let's see how much damage we can do here. Ooh, his stagger doesn't... Also notice how little 124,000 damage, and that did only a cool half.
Is it over? Please tell me it's over.
No, it's not. Phase 2.
Data assessment complete. Recalculating threat level. Weapon routines authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega 1.
Right.
Not yet. And what makes you say that?
Oh, hello. Music?
Those new arms, for one.
Oh, come on. This is unfair.
All right. I'm convinced.
Music's popping, by the way. Yeah, God, slow it! Get out! Oh, 5 is ridiculously strong. Ow.
That's better.
For God's sake, I can't judge where those bloody things are. This again.
Nice try.
Now it's too high potions. And there's so much going on, I literally am struggling to see. Now. Damage, and he's not even down at half LP. Not even down at half.
Do you feel the heat, brother? Seems like it still has some fire left in it. I needed that.
How on earth was I supposed to see anything going on there?
Too slow.
get out, get out, get out. Jesus. I suppose I'm down to half health now. Well, you know. Get out. Jesus. This is up. The hardest part of this boss is literally the amount of stuff that is going on. Like this. My last elixir. Not exactly sure how I'm supposed to avoid all that.
Too slow. Nice try.
Get him. Why you didn't do that first time of asking? Like how the hell am I supposed to do? Look how quickly that attack! I think he only does that once. Well, there's all my hails gone. Game! Game! I hit the dodge button, you piece of... Look at how far I am away. Who thought this was the...
I can't go on.
Who thought that was a great idea? Yeah, let's have a giant open area where you can't run, and in a game where you can't run, and everything is close combat.
Too slow.
Let's get as far away.
Nice try.
Like, what? How far? What do I do there? Like, this is the entire map. How do I avoid that? And also have the boss just bounce around this massive arena.
Too slow.
Like, no one can hit him! Look how long it takes me to get within fucking range. So long that I'm actually having to do this next. Like, I'm not complaining that this is a hard boss. It is. It's supposed to be a hard boss. It's like the final boss that you do. But like, I literally have no. Get out. Now I take 20 seconds to just walk up to him. Right.
Nice try.
One pixel. Pretty much one pixel is safe. Save me.
Awaken wind!
Oh, I actually dodged it! Holy shit! God's sake, I've never been a fan of the Omega weapon, I'll be honest. I've never really been a fan of the Omega weapon. It's always been a bit of a bullshit every game.
Too slow. Nice try.
Look at the space I had to not get hit. Dear God.
I needed that. Too slow.
You know. Oh, hello. Get out. Oh, he's gonna do this again. Oh, yeah. Oh, so close. Iron Eagle, followed by...
Nice try. Too slow.
Okay, let's do this.
Commencing dimensional compression.
Oh, come on. Phase 3?
Why can't I?
Breathe? Because it's constricting all of creation.
Well then. We'd better kill it quick.
Oh, God.
We're running out of room.
Just keep fighting.
For fuck's sake, don't stun lock me now, game. Now, how much health have you got?
I needed that.
This is going to be close.
We'll make it.
I'm not up for sure, because all my stuff is on cooldown. Get something on cooldown. Got you! Oh! God damn it, Omega. You're an asshole. You got me a level up though, so not gonna complain too much. Omega nodule.
Omega Control Unit. Offline. Initiating emergency core extraction.
Oh no, we don't. Oh no, you don't.
Would you care to do the honors, Clive?
Gladly.
Wait!
For what? I thought I told you to leave this place.
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight. For countless years, we were forced to roam the Twins. A nation without a mother crystal, a people without a blessing. So we found our own. The dust crystals provide us a means to survive.
Yes, but at what cost? I call crystals. These shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
Yeah.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true.
Yeah.
If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
Yes.
You saw what happened after the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses? Your people's need will count for naught.
He has a point. I mean, granted, the Empire's in an absolute mess, and it's shattered and that, but he does have a point. There will be people who will see that and go, yes, we will now take that because we are stronger than them.
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
No, you do not.
You said you didn't believe him, Chief. I don't. But the man does have a point. There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed.
Oh, finally! There is some intelligence in that head of yours.
Have it your way then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
I have no intention
Stand
at all.
back. It's about to get hot in here.
Ethereal surge detected. Warning. System overload. System overload.
Now all the other...
Error. Core not found. System failure imminent. System failure.
Nope. I think it's time to leave.
I hope we did the right thing.
Yeah, we hope so too. Although, again, I think it's time to leave. I don't think the tower is much for this world. Now the question is, what happens to all the biomass that's there? Does that disappear as well? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Maybe. Possibly. The light slowly fades.
We all saw the crystals fade, but what of the cages? We barely even explored half of the chambers.
Without the heart to sustain them, I doubt those still slumbering in the tower will stir now, if ever.
I hope you're right. The last thing the world needs is one of those six-legged pests running around wreaking havoc. We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However blameless they may claim to be.
What? Oh, two-legged. Right.
Yes.
Sorry.
We were on about you.
I was just wondering what I'm going to tell the village elders when we get back. I suppose I'll just beg them for forgiveness, and when that doesn't work, give them the slip and lie low for a year or two.
You're planning to run away? Again?
What? It's got us this far, hasn't it? I mean, we may have had a bit of help, like.
Kind of you to remember. Will you and your people be alright?
Oh, we've made do without before. I reckon we'll survive. And if what you said is true, it's not like the rest of the realm's going to have it much easier.
No, it's
Besides,
pretty bad, actually.
One man's ordeal is another man's opportunity, as the old saying goes.
Of course.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Those two are never going to be up to any good.
Now,
those three even.
If you don't mind, we've got places to be.
We do? I mean, we do.
Thanks for everything.
You mean saving your
I
lives?
said we've got places to be.
Bye. Hope we never see you
Back
again.
to the hideaway then. Karen and Hippocrates will want to hear about this.
I was thinking we might first return to the tower and see if we can...
Back to the hideaway, then.
Speak with Karen at the hideaway. Sure thing. New crafting recipe is available on the Black Account. We will find that out once we close this quest.
Back, are ya? So? Did you find out where the dust crystals were coming from, or what?
It's, a long story. And perhaps one better told in the shelves.
And off to the shelves we go to talk to Hippocrates.
Bloody hell. Remind me never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Karen, I think you're perfectly fine. You won't ever do that.
Not only a mother crystal of human creation, but an icon as well. Truly, the study of our fallen forebears is endlessly rewarding. The wonders of which they were capable never cease to amaze.
They came as something of a surprise to us, too.
You can say that again. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we set foot in that tower.
We only knew the old stories. Of a people so consumed by greed that they sought to overthrow the gods. And I'd hazard the thing we found in that tower was conceived for that very purpose.
Omega. The offspring of the Fallen's boundless knowledge and unchecked ambition. A dangerous combination for all concerned.
And Ultima crushed them. It was he whose secrets the Fallen coveted, let's not forget. He whom they strove to dethrone. Just as we strive to dethrone him now. Without their knowledge. And without their weapons of war.
Clive.
Yes, there's a difference.
This power I've been given may exceed even theirs, but if I use it, as they did, who's to say things won't end the same way?
Come now, brother. I think the events of recent days have made it abundantly clear that we are not our ancestors. As well you know.
Well put, Joshua.
You're right. They made crystals. We destroy them.
In crafting their artificial art, the Fallen sought to emulate the divine. But that is not the path we have chosen.
No, we have chosen to walk away from them.
We don't want to be gods. We just want to be free.
Well said. If one does not learn from the mistakes of the past, one is doomed to repeat them. And so, I mean to write down everything you've told me to the very last detail, that those who come after might learn from our travails, and perhaps, just perhaps, forge a brighter future for our descendants.
Quest complete. Echoes of the Fallen. Right, okay. Before I finish, I'm going to talk to you.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
I'm going to use 1,000 tones.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Entrance to the Echo Fallen now available for viewing in the Tomes of Thousands. Hippocrates.
You wish to study the tomes?
I was very little and not a level up either. I was hoping for a level up. Right, let's see what these new well, also, let's stock up on us.
Still alive, are you? Go on then. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Yep.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, do you?
Oh, yes, please, and thank you.
If I do say so myself. Anything else?
Oh, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty of a friggin' weapon. But anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you very much for everyone who has watched this video. I will see you all in the next one when we will be heading... We will be answering the call of the Icon Leviathan. Till then, everyone, toodles!